Hello everyone, it's Alex Radcliffe from Board Game Co. and today with me I have Sherwin from Steamforged Games. Sherwin, how's it been? It's been like a week and a half.
Oh, it's been forever, hasn't it? It feels that way in Kickstarter land. Yeah, I've
Yes.
been good. I've been good, thank you. The Kickstarter is rolling now from when I last spoke to you, and it's doing really well. We're super enthusiastic about it. I think what's nice is how much, not that I'd forgotten because I always champion our Resident Evil community, but those guys are so enthusiastic and so happy whenever we have any project, and it's just been it's really lovely to see them all come out again. So,
Yeah,
seeing a
it's
few
awesome.
familiar faces.
Yeah, no, I've been following the campaign since day one, obviously. Seeing it jump through, seeing the unlock, seeing the Crimson Head boss that's just got revealed, which I think, correct me if I'm wrong, is what we're doing here today.
It is indeed, yeah, Crimson Head prototype. So we'll see how we get. Crimson Dad, as the community has affectionately named him. So that's gonna be entertaining.
Cool. So let's go ahead and dive into this. In general, I'm going to rely on you for the bit of the overview of the things that are different. I've played the Resident Evil prototype a few
Mm.
times. That scenario, started diving into Resident Evil 3 because of how much I enjoyed Resident Evil. But I still haven't played against any bosses. So I'm going to need your. I want to use the word help, but I'll say semi guidance or something to get me through this one alive.
Sure, no worries. So I like the ominous "get you through it alive" kind of thing. So yeah, basically this is a sort of mini boss or boss fight, as it were. Now this one isn't is one of them slightly more unconventional boss fights you'll have in this game. It doesn't use a boss behavior deck as we've seen in some of the other cases. Some of the sort of sort of end of game sort of bosses have a big deck which you draw from instead of the tension card. This one is got a normal enemy profile, but has a few different special rules about how it does things and how it moves around. Now, also the scenario is slightly different. Our objective here is to get to this tile here. My blue cursor is running over, so the one the Crimson Head prototype is currently on. We need to both be on this tile, and there can be no enemies, crucially, including the Crimson Head prototype, on this when we're actually on it at that point. Now, you'll notice that both of these doors here leading to it are locked. So, in order
With
to
a
do that,
puzzle.
by a puzzle. So, in order to do that, you will have noticed, no doubt, in your inventory that we actually have some death masks. These are things that you collect as you go through the game up until this point in order to complete scenarios. They unlock some of the doors in the actual crypt where we are now, where the Crimson Dead prototype is. And crucially, in order to unlock our puzzle, we need to discard. Basically, effectively, we need to put all of those death masks onto the appropriate places to open these doors. The trick is we aren't going to know what slot it is that they go onto until we actually find that slot, and then even then it's going to be one where it's revealed that when we actually get close to it, we'll be able to examine it properly. So there's a degree of trial and error here. This will be quite interesting because it is randomized, so I can honestly tell you, where any of them are, which is going to be quite entertaining. In the meantime, some few things about the Crimson Head prototype you should know. We can't actually kill it. We don't have firepower sufficient enough to stop the Crimson Head prototype. The most we can ever do is get up to 4 wounds on it, at which point it will effectively be disabled, and then it will, at the end, every time it would normally do a reaction, so whether it would move, chase after us, or anything else along those lines, we remove a wound token from it till it's completely healed, and then it will come live again and come straight back at us.
So how do we win?
We have to get onto this tile here that I've just gestured to, the one where the tile currently is, the one with the hex flooring, and there can be no enemies on this tile, including the boss. So we basically are going to have to trap this thing somewhere if we best we can, or flee it, or distract it, and then basically make a beeline to get away from it in order to escape.
So basically, open the doors, drag the Crimson Head out into the hall through tempting him with probably our flesh or something like that, and then going into those rooms.
Yeah, except the really good news is that the Crimson Head prototype can open doors, so he'll be chasing us right from the start of the game.
Fun. Sounds like a normal Tuesday to me.
It does, right? Well, in the Spencer Mansion, it's every day. I think they're having parties all the time. So, I know obviously you're very much a favour with the rules. So, did you want to hit the ground running and you go first, or I can do whichever works for you?
Sure. Let's go ahead and hit the ground running. For context, we'll try to walk through and explain our actions as we go in case you're new to the game. Basic idea is we have is it four actions each turn? It's four actions, right?
Four,
Four
yeah.
actions each turn. I always have to get out of the zombicide mentality of three actions a turn. Four actions every single turn that we'll be utilizing to basically attack enemies, to open doors, to exchange equipment, to walk around, all that kind of stuff. And it looks like I have a zombie straight up in my space. That's not me, that's you. But I still have a zombie straight up in my space. So I am over here, and I would like to kill that zombie. Now, the good news is I have accuracy, but the question is, do I care enough? If I have four actions, I can move 1, 2, and then open the door for 3, and then I could walk behind me, which might be worthwhile. I think I'd rather conserve the ammunition, although the truth is we're coming back this way, so maybe it's worth taking out a zombie. See, it's
I mean,
this kind of thing.
I always like these kind of discussions that go on.
Yes.
That's exactly
Well,
what you're supposed to be doing.
that's why I like this game, because of that aspect of I'm sitting here with a zombie in my face and I'm trying to decide whether it's worth shooting it, because I could just get through it, but there'll probably be zombies on the other side. So maybe I do want to go ahead and shoot and then walk, and open, which would leave me fine for next round without having to worry about it. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and shoot for the zombie. So the good news is I'm playing as Barry over here, which means I have accurate. So I do get to roll. It's still a 1/3 chance. It's still... Oh, do I treat all those results? Do I treat all evade results as hits?
No, you're only the large evade. So rather than looking just for the double hit to do 1 damage to your handgun,
Okay.
You can choose the other one as well. So you've got a 5+ rather than a 6+.
So let's stick with my original decision. I'm going to go ahead and go 1, 2, open the door. That will be 3, and then we go ahead and lay out the tile now, right?
Yeah, we do. Well, when you step through. So you're stepping through.
So I'm stepping through. Let's make this happen.
Okay, cool. So I'll quickly grab tile card B, or 2, I should say, and flip over and see what it looks like. So it looks like we've got that chunk there. 1 second. I'm just going to quickly grab that and set that up for us.
Okay.
So that's going to go on about here-ish.
You okay?
Lock that in place. Yeah, it won't be a moment. I'm just having some fun with... I saw from some of our backers, they were talking about saying, oh, this must be so much easier when you build things on Tabletopia or TTS to like kind of put these things together. And the honest answer is no, it's much easier in the flesh. much easier in the flesh to put these things out. So let's have a quick look. Where's our doors?
Yeah, this is just like that, I believe.
That is correct, yes.
And
So,
is this a new change that you've made them color-coded, the current and the other one?
yeah, so the maps we had on the previous one that you would have seen, and also the prototype we sent through, that was using one of the old retro style maps, which we kind of played around with, but what we wanted to do is make it a bit clearer for people to see what was happening, and also match the actual like the HUD from the video game.
Perfect.
So that's kind of how this works out now, which I think is easier to sort of see. And also the other thing that it does is it means that we aren't giving anybody any sneak peeks as to what other rooms are happening in advance.
Perfect. So I
Which
was
is
going to
also
say,
useful.
just from looking at this and the older one, I already prefer this one. It just seems to be quicker to be able to see what's going on, and like you said already, less of a heads up of what's happening.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
It. So I'm just going to quickly finish up this. We've also, I think, got a marker
item
you won't
A.
have seen before.
Oh.
Yep,
Okay, where's our item A's?
there you are. We've also got a marker which I don't think we've seen before as well, unless we have. So this is the first one of our crest markers. So there's a crest marker here.
Okay.
That's unknown. So that's going to match one of the death masks that we have, possibly. There are 4 markers. There are 4 markers. We have 3 different types of death mask. We need to actually discard all of our death masks. We don't know which one that is. You have 1, I have 2, so it might be you found that one, we flip it over, and it might be one that I have, so I need to find my way over to there to do it. It could be the blank one that we just simply don't need.
Gotcha. And I think at the end of my turn, we'll go ahead and activate all zombies in the rooms we're in. Go ahead. Oh, when we spawn. When you spawn.
Yeah, when they spawn.
Yes.
I like your style, but unfortunately, I do need to put down enemies.
No, it's okay. I remember when I was making the decision to go through the door or not, I remembered how dangerous it was, and then now I decided to forget.
Well, I'll leave you with that card, and you can flip it over yourself, sir.
So we're going to go ahead and flip this card, and it is spawn 1 corpse, persisting unease. Place a token on this tile? What do you mean?
So 1 corpse is just going to drop down here to start with.
Yes.
And then we have, what do we got? Place a 1 card thing. So persisting unease, basically this room has reset, so the next time someone steps onto it, it's going to, once more, we're going to see
Interesting.
There's an additional spawn.
Now I'm safe as long as, what's it called? I'm safe as long as we, wards. Why do I need wards? I am safe as long as I walk around the room.
Yeah. It's only if you get placed on this room fresh. I've got a door, I think. I've got to say, I think we're just going to grab that now and do that for you.
Okay. Perfect.
If you wanted to carry on with your reactions and so on, I'm quickly just placing this.
Okay, I'll let you organize that door. So fine. So there's a corpse over there. The corpse is fine for right now because I haven't walked into the space. Now, do I have to put the corpse on that tile, on the one next to me? Or
No, you could put the. It's got to be equal. If it's equidistant, you can choose.
Then I'm definitely choosing this one because I would rather not walk onto that corpse. From there, I like how you decide to put it. You're like, hey, let's make this fun. Death is fun.
That's my job, right? All of our backers will tell you. My job is to terrorize people. So
Okay, so we'll go ahead now, and I believe the zombie will move one. The way it works for context is any zombies in rooms that are the room I'm in or connected rooms will all activate. Connected means open doors. So this zombie will walk one. You can't walk through a door at a diagonal, so he's going to move one there, and that results in the end of my turn, which means it's time for a tension deck card. So tension deck looks like it's over here. So we'll go ahead and rotate one of these, and we will flip it, and all clear. Are the footsteps you hear at the edge of earshot another survivor, or do they belong to something else entirely? Regardless, one thing is clear. If you can hear them, they can hear you too. Okay.
So one quick thing that has also happened, which I need to highlight to us, is the Crimson Head prototype ignores closed doors when it comes to moving, and will be moving two down here.
Did you think that was information I didn't need at all in the slightest?
I think it's more information that I definitely need to know, considering that I'm quite scared. I'm the closest to it.
And for context, let's go ahead and take a quick look at the Crimson Head prototype. Let's go ahead and go through the card. I have it up on the screen right now. It looks like it has a threat of 7, so it's going to activate, well, first, in theory, it should activate before the zombie, not that it mattered in this case. Then it will move 2, which it just did. It has a health of 4, but as you said, it will keep basically, getting healed again. And then it is blood scent. This enemy performs a move reaction when any other model suffers 1 or more wounds. While I'm sitting here deciding whether to kill a zombie, and you're like, okay, I'm not going to tell him this. Unrelenting. This enemy ignores closed and locked doors when moving and determining linked tiles. Now, does that mean he simply walks through them?
Yes.
Does he open them, or he just walks through them?
Just walk through them.
See, he doesn't have the decency of saving us in action. Okay.
No.
Sounds good. I mean, by sounds good. And we'll go through the attack profile when it's relevant to an attack. Okay.
I agree with you. Sounds good. You mean sounds terrifying, and
Yes.
I couldn't agree more. so let's see what we can do. Cool. That makes it my turn then. In which case, your 3 phases are over. So obviously enemies don't have their own activation. So I'm going to go 1 to here, 2 to here, and at that point I'm then going to not quite be on the token. I'm going to move myself back slightly, and then I'm going to open this door and see what's in. So where are we? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to step through, and that is card 3, which is going to be this one over here.
Okay.
And card 3 tells me, quickly rotate this around slightly. Oh, there you go. Thank you, Alex. I'll let you.
Okay.
Very helpful of you. And I'm going to quickly grab this and drop it down.
So we have a whole bunch of single cards. I'll start grabbing those and putting them out. Yeah,
No worries. I'm afraid this is going to go right on top of that.
One
so
second.
I'm just going to move this.
Yep.
Perfect.
Okay, I'll start grabbing the single tiles, putting them down on this.
No
I'll wait
worries,
till you
thank
get
you,
it
sir.
organized.
Cool.
Okay. No. Sorry, I dropped mine underneath.
Oh.
Here.
Oh,
Okay.
well, at
A
least-
second.
okay.
I should be able to get this. Let's see. Okay. Oh, I can't. Let's go top-down approach and drop out.
I'll just quickly move this door out of the way for you.
Okay. Perfect. And let's go ahead and slide it there. Perfect. Okay.
Cool. I'll
And we
just
have-
I'll just lock it in place now, so we don't
Oh.
accidentally grab it while we're moving around.
Sounds like a good idea.
All good. Excellent. Right. So, and I will help with the deployment of stuff. So, we have a few different tokens here. Looks like that
Did
one.
I drop? I just dropped one underneath the tile, I believe.
Yeah, it's okay. We'll grab one when is relevant. We know it's there somewhere. Saves us the hassle of
Perfect.
doing it. We know there's a few different things. I think we've got another crest on this one as well, which is good.
Okay. Perfect.
So,
we
we
have
do
some
indeed.
doors.
Here, I'll grab the crest and do that bit.
Okay. Just take a quick look at these doors, and then I'm gonna put one over here. I need to rotate to a proper 90-degree angle to do this. This stuff is a whole lot faster in real life.
100% agreed. So I can help you a fraction if you're looking at the.
Yeah, sure.
there
I
you
think
go.
I need
Yeah,
another. I need one more door.
One more door.
Looks
One
like it.
second.
Yep.
We go grab it.
Going over here, right by my cursor.
No worries.
Okay.
Going upwards? No, going off to the side. Interesting.
Yes.
Okay. Wow. And is that tile there? Apparently.
No. Oh, I see what happened. Do you want to unlock? Oh no, I don't see
Yeah.
what happened. It looks like the way these are grouped. It looks like they are locked together at an angle.
1 second. I can quickly just take care of that.
Meaning
Let
the
me just,
grouping of the tiles worked well, but this separate one is slightly
this-
misaligned. If you
Yeah,
just
let me
unlock
just.
that one.
Yeah, I was about to say. I think we're all doing the same thing here.
Okay, perfect.
I'll let you. I'll just quickly grab this guy who's
Yep,
now separate,
perfect. And then we'll take those out. And then if you want to put
and
them back,
I'll drop him back, lock this back in place again, and then we'll go from there. One slightly better placement needed.
I can grab it. 1 second. There
Yeah,
we
I'll
go.
let you do that.
Good enough.
Cool, perfect. Okay,
Okay.
and I'll just block all these in place individually.
Excellent. We should be good to go.
Cool.
And I believe it's your turn.
That was, let's see, I started off here. So 1, 2, open door for 3, and then step through for 4. Because I'm also playing quite recklessly, mostly because I'm afraid of that Crimson Head, if I'm entirely honest. So drop this token down here and see what I get.
Okay.
And I have Dead Rising. After spawning, replace the closest corpse with a zombie. So, if we don't have any corpses, that might be us lucking out a little bit. Unfortunately, the closest corpse is going to be that one in your room, I think.
Is that what we're going to do?
That's going to stand up as a zombie. So, sorry, Alex, that's all me, I'm afraid.
No problem.
My
No
reckless
problem.
behaviour has caused you to have something to deal with.
Do you grab the zombie or should I?
No,
I
that's
got
cool,
one.
I've got it.
Oh, you got it.
Oh,
Perfect.
okay. There we are. We're both been far too helpful. Cool, tremendous. So now we move into reaction phase. So the good news is you don't necessarily need to worry too much about enemies and your stuff at the moment, but this guy is going to move, and the Crimson Head prototype, of course, which doesn't care anything at all about doors, he's just going to walk over this way.
Okay. Perfect.
Oh, and apparently he's going to fall over. We're having all sorts of fun with Tabletopia today, apparently.
He
like
looks like he's
card.
not standing on that card.
Yeah, he's not enjoying
Okay.
handling that card at all. There we are.
Okay,
I'll just move
excellent.
this back. I'll move this back slightly and then replace him. Anyway, cool. And then I'll just draw a card from the tension deck while you do that, and then we'll go from there. What do we got? All clear. So another all clear. No symbols on this one this time, which is useful.
So for
over to
context
you.
for those, the symbols on the bottom of the cards will impact the zombie attacks, potentially, depending on which zombie.
Yeah, so that's actually a good point of where we were looking at the Crimson Head prototype, where it had the 3 different types of attack. The top one is its normal attack, one that it will just do if there's no particular symbols on there. Then the next 2, if there's a corresponding symbol on the top discard pile tension card, then it will do that attack instead. So it basically gives them like a soft AI to work with.
Yep. Perfect. Okay, and I believe, have you activated both zombies?
I've
did,
activated
yes.
the zombie that's come closer and the Crimson Head prototype, which is unstoppable and charging towards me.
That unstoppable part seems to be slightly frustrating, but in the meantime, let's go ahead and take my turn over here. I'm going to go, I have a zombie in my spot. I'm okay with that zombie. I'm going to have to walk past it, but again, I like the conservation of ammo, so let's start by closing the door behind me, because that seems like a good step. That's going to be 1. Then we'll go 2, 3, and flip this bad boy over, which it is the sun.
Crest.
That will match one of yours.
I like the way you already know this. I haven't even looked as far as looking at mine yet. Cool, that's a star, and then the other one presumably is the sun. It is. Right, so I need to get to you with the death mask.
Excellent. And then for my last move, I think I'll simply walk 1, so this guy, and that will be that. Which means at the end of my turn, the zombies will activate, and this zombie will walk up 1 to get through me, and then the Crimson Head will apparently walk into your space. Is that how that works?
Yeah, that's exactly what it'll do.
That seems like it's not ideal.
That's a Sherwin sort of shape problem. It's all right, but fortunately enough, we have some fairly healthy firepower in this game. So we've obviously got some upgraded stuff. This would happen a little bit later on in the game. So I have a frame thrower which is got the Crimson Head's name on it, and I've also got shotguns to help me. Looking at what you've got, I think you had the grenade launcher.
I do indeed.
Well, so we've got some serious firepower for this stuff.
Okay.
Yay! So tension deck time.
Tension deck. We're going to go ahead and flip one of these cards, and it will be all clear. You pause, ears straining. And no threat cards there. Back to you, sir. Good luck evading the Crimson Head.
Yeah, so what do you think? Do you think I should try and make a beeline to work out what this death mask is, or do you think I should go towards where you are so I can use the sun
Oh,
Crest.
I based on where you are, since you have to head that way anyway, I would go ahead and head towards me. Of course, we'll probably find out that this one over here. Although the truth is, just going by statistics and odds, you'd be walking away from the other one, directly away, and
Mm.
there's a 1/3 chance that it's the one that's helpful. It's more likely that it's either blank or mine. So, I mean, granted, that does mean it'll probably be the one that we want, but I still think we should go with odds.
Okay, and odds are, yeah, your playthrough as much as mine. Odds you want me to go and shoot for the one that we don't know what it is, or
No,
come and
no,
see you?
shoot for mine. Shoot for mine.
Okay, then I'll go with that. Cool. Let's actually make an attack against the Crimson Head, I think, and try to push it away from me. That feels like the answer I'm looking for before I
Okay.
go too far. So I think 3 bullets because I'm not terribly.
So for
happy
context,
about
you're
this.
attacking with a handgun, right? So let's go ahead and just do a quick walkthrough of how that works. The handgun, if you have it open on the screen in front of me, basically it has 15 ammo as a starting. The leftmost line over there is the line of sight, so basically anything you can see, and if something's standing in your square, you can bet it's line of sight. From there, the type of die it rolls will be 1 blue die, and then these are the die results. So this symbol will push it back, and this symbol will deal a wound to it, and the bottom symbol is rapid fire, which means you can expend up to 3 ammo at a time instead of 1. So let's go ahead and go for that.
Okay, so I'm going to roll my 3 dice because I'm spending 3 bullets to do this.
And 2
And
pushes. Beautiful.
2 pushes, which is good, which is going to move it out of the way. I do realise the mistake I've made, which is that I've going to get jumped on by that zombie now, but never mind. So that's going to push the that's going to push the Crimson to there. I know. This zombie is going to stagger into over to here, but that's made a bit of space, which is what I really wanted, to be honest, to get away from the Crimson Head. So that's good. Right, for my next action, I think I really need to move, because as in do a move action. Now, because that's going to trigger an out-of-sequence reaction where the zombie will try to bite me, so I need to make an evade roll. I roll 2 dice, and I'm looking for any of these arrows.
Yeah, so the 2 dice over here will be the 2 dice over here. That's going to be the evade, and we are rolling, and boom, you got an evade.
Perfect, amazing. So yeah, because there's only a single enemy in my square, I can roll any of those evade symbols, and it'll be successful. If there's more, then it'll be more difficult to do. So that's 2, 3, and then I'm going to just quickly move this door a little bit out of the way, so it's in the square, and then so there, that's my last move. So 1,
Beautiful.
2, 3, and then 4. Perfect. Okay, so now it's reaction phase. This zombie is going to step over to here, and then my friend Mr. Crimson Head is going to reappear through this door, snarling and biting and generally not being very happy with life.
I really don't like him.
No, he's a scary thing. The thing that it's interesting for the campaign about this is that if you don't kill him, then he actually stalks you through the rest of the campaign. So you have to really think carefully about how to trap him.
We have an all clear.
Yeah, we're all clear. Well, it is at the moment. It won't be for long, I fear.
Okay.
But
So I have a zombie in my space. Normally I would try to not bother killing it. Given the fact that you are actually heading this way, I think taking it out is potentially more helpful, especially since when you walk into the room, you'll be dealing with another one. So I think I will go ahead and go for a shooting action at that zombie. I'm going to roll 2 dice. So I'm going to expend my ammo counter down by 2. That's 2. There, perfect. And then I will roll 2 dice, aiming, and that will again be my handgun. I have a slightly higher chance of hitting because my little full circles there result in shoots. So I will go ahead and roll 2 of these and hope for the best and plan for the worst. Well, planning for the worst would have been rolling 3 dice. We will go ahead and boom, killed it. We got this one over here, which is a wound, and that zombie is dead. And because it's got the text, where is it? The text of tough hide. We will replace it with a corpse.
So
which
because
funnily
you
enough
rolled
is what
a
it
push,
started as.
yeah, because you pushed it, you can choose where you want it to go. So it can either die in the screen. I imagine you want to push it into this corner, right?
If that's what you prefer, you can choose because you're going to be coming here this way next time.
I'll drop it in this corner here. It can be
Excellent.
Can sit there innocently enough in a huddled corpse.
Action 2.
Just quickly, one thing we have to remember is the Crimson Head prototype.
Oh, he also reacts. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he's a scary thing.
Now, for context, let's just go through that. So he goes ahead and he does a move reaction when any other model suffers 1 or more wounds. Okay, so that was what happened there.
That's exactly what happens there.
I don't like this game at all. Okay, we will go ahead and move 2 out this way, and then 3 into this zone, and then 4 will be going ahead and opening that door, giving us a little bit of breathing room as far as what we do next.
I'll quickly grab Barry before he falls down, because we've just landed on top of a token. Tabletopia was being a bit awkward about that.
Okay.
Cool.
At the end of my turn, we perform any reactions, which will be just the Crimson Head, which will be once again in your space. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Oops, there he goes. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, I'll let you undo whatever just happened there.
We've just destroyed the world for a moment. That's going to be entertaining. Don't mind me. I'm just going to fix this then.
Okay. But the Crimson Head, if I'm not mistaken, what it will do is it will... let's go ahead and write this. How do you write this? Rotate. There we go.
Q is your friend.
Q. Okay, Q. Okay, nope, that's almost working. Let's put him down over here. Perfect. Basically, correct me if I'm wrong, but he will move to your space, but he will not attack, even though he moves to...
Unless the top card from the Attention Deck discard pile gives it extra range to do so, that's correct.
Correct. Okay. Perfect. We'll go ahead and load him in your space. I'll leave you off to the side here because we know you're about to do stuff anyway.
Yeah, okay, no worries. Cool. And again, cool is a definitely relative term here. Okay, did you do tension card?
I did not. Let's go ahead and do a tension card. I believe it's your tension card. No, it's my tension card.
Tension card. I just have to do it with Crimson Head.
And we'll reveal this, and it's all clear, which sounds like good news, but it means that something's going to happen when we don't want it to happen.
I'm just going to hit the shuffle bar just on that to make sure that our we haven't left that as full clears. Just for the sake of, you know...
I thought I put a bunch of cards in here. None of them are showing up. I don't know what's going on, and I'd like things to happen that are bad and mean.
Do you know what? I'm dealing with the Crimson Head. I don't think that's a problem I have to worry about too much.
Okay.
I'm starting to wonder whether actually I do want to backtrack away and draw it away from you. No, let's go and use that Death Mask we can, I think. But that was our plan. There's no sense in breaking the plan. So I'm going to try and open the door because I think at this point pushing it away again isn't necessarily the right thing to do. I want your firepower to help put this thing down, basically. So I've opened the door. Because obviously it's in the same square as that. So that's good. Let's just quickly flip that over when I can put the right button.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Don't you have to roll to see if it succeeds? Don't you have to evade?
I just did. I rolled a double thing.
Okay. It was off
I'm now
camera,
going to attempt
so no
a
one
second
saw that.
action.
People are like, we don't believe you.
Well, I'm going to make another one now to see if I can move through the door. So let's find out what happens there.
Yes, you can.
I can indeed. I'm running away. This does mean I'm going to spawn some enemies, or hopefully not.
For context, when you attempt any action in a space that has a zombie in it, if you fail the action, you basically get attacked or something, and then you also do not get to do the action you tried.
That's exactly what it is. So let's quickly go grab one of these cards, drag it down here, and flip it over, see what waits for us in the yellow room.
Spawn a zombie.
What have we got? One-time zombie. Okay, I can do with a zombie. Let's grab this zombie. I'm going to put the zombie here. Right, at that point, I think I'm going to shut this door, because although the Crimson Head won't care about it too much, I know the other zombie will. So let's try and do that. So
I'm just thinking, because I'm going to have to open that door when I go past, unless I'm moving to the right, but I think I'm moving to the left. I'm going to distract the Crimson Head from you. I'm just going to try walking right past it. Speaking for myself, I'd rather have the door open. You can choose your preference.
It's a team thing. I'm happy to do that. Saves me, means I can run a little bit faster. So that was 1 to open that, 2 to step through, 3, and then 4 to get into your square, which of course is going to now trigger the assisting unease, and we need to draw a new card from this. Apparently, I'm all about making enemies happen in this game.
That's okay. I'm confident for right now.
I was doing very well, so Jill fell over.
Okay.
And got caught in your
card for you. Whenever you're ready.
Just wait for Barry to...
I'll take care of this one over here while you flip your card.
No worries, I'll let you do that.
Perfect.
And we have... What have we got there?
Oh, no.
Or even worse.
Cerberus.
Okay, so I'll quickly...
Cerberus moves to, has 1 health, and during the reaction phase, if that symbol was the last card drawn, this enemy makes 2 reactions instead of 1.
So let's quickly go grab ahead and grab one of these zombie poochies, which had just smashed through the nearest window, come to get us. Now the good news is, I think that we are on the spawn point. The closest one is going to be next to that corpse. So the first thing the dog does is it jumps straight through the window and then goes to feed on this corpse. Not ideal. Okay, so the top card from Attention Deck at least is pleasantly could be a lot worse, so that's nice. So in this phase, the dog is going to move into our square. This zombie here is going to move 1 closer. In fact, it's going to be there, and the Crimson Head is also going to run through, as is the other zombie, going to just lurch closer. This is turning into a bit of a mess now. Although I do think that grenade launcher of yours is
Oh,
something
I've
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 traded.
been eyeing it. Yes,
Ah, I
because I think
see.
I'm going to go
See,
ahead and shoot the dog, and then get them to target my space, and then grenade launcher our space, which thematically is a little interesting because the two of us are there, but functionally it works.
yeah,
Oh,
absolutely. Oh,
oh,
except for the part where I just drew this.
a vicious snarl
A
sends a
vicious
shiver down your
snarl.
smile. Oh,
Oh,
sorry, go ahead.
really? No, no, you go. I'd like this
A
part.
vicious snarl sends a shiver down your spine as you realize your foe has found you once more. Locate the tile closest to the active character where there are enemies but no characters. Remove the enemy on the tile with the highest threat level and place them on this character's tile on the closest spawn point. Which means, I believe, that means we are taking which character? Uh, oh,
The
okay.
Crimson Head prototype is always the one with the highest threat level.
Mm.
Having just smashed through the hole in the window the dog left and appearing here.
See,
That
that
may
actually
change
sounds
your.
bad. Doesn't actually. I don't know if it changed anything. It's still one away.
Uh, yeah, it's still okay-ish. We haven't got a bad symbol here. So, Alex, time for you to produce this master plan of yours.
Okay, so my master plan involves me shooting a dog, hoping that everyone else wanders my space, and then grenade launchering the space. So actually, I should probably, with that in mind, if I try, I could shoot the Crimson Head, right? Because
You can if there's an enemy in your space, you have to shoot that enemy if you make an attack.
fine. So let's go ahead and shoot the dog. I'm only expending one ammo because I'm not even trying to get this to work. So we're getting a single ammo expended. I will rotate my wheel down by one, down to 12 ammo if I can do that. Perfect.
Do you
Oops.
have the knife? Because you could just stab it with
Oh,
a knife.
oh, that works too. Okay, let's go ahead and stab him with a knife. We're gonna go ahead and make a one die attack, and we'll attempt a hit. So let's go ahead and well, I think it's slightly less likely to hit, but I don't really care. So I can get a push. Now, if I get a push, do I have to push?
No, but I should stress to you, only 4 models can occupy a square at any one time. So
Oh,
if you get
you're
a
in my
push, you
square.
push. I'm in the same square.
Oh, you're the worst.
I
Interesting.
really am. I made the cornered card happen. I brought the boss to you. Like you were doing great until I turned up.
Interesting. So maybe I try escaping entirely. There's only one model in my square. If I move one, I think that's the move I will go for right now. This is an
Couple,
interesting. Go ahead.
yeah, a couple of options. You could shut the door to stop that zombie from coming through,
I want the
and
zombie.
then well, I appreciate that. The other option is you could, I mean, if you hit the dog, I mean, you could try and kill the dog. If you
That's
kill
what
the
I'm
dog
wondering.
with a handgun, for example, the other two will then move in, and then the grenade launcher makes them both go away again, hopefully.
Yeah, I'm wondering if I can try to get the other three instead of the Crimson Head, but it's too not likely. So let's go ahead and shoot the dog. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot the dog. We'll still only give up one ammo because either
So
it
we'll
works or
knife the
doesn't.
dog.
No, I'm gonna shoot it because it has a higher chance of killing.
Okay.
So I'll go ahead and
Oh yeah, of course, because it's got the it's
Yep.
got the double thing, hasn't it?
So
That
I
makes
will go
sense.
ahead and roll a single die to shoot the dog, and we kill the dog. Perfect. Okay.
Tremendous. I should have listened to you in the first place. You're clearly a pro.
So
So that's a Deg Cerberus.
okay. Now the dog is there. In order to make this a little easier on Well Tabletopia, let's not move them completely in, but let's just move them a little bit adjacent so we know that they're both there.
Yep.
And then from there, we'll go ahead and grenade launcher this little spot over here. So now for my second action, we will go ahead and activate my grenade launcher. I'm going to pull out that weapon. We're going to roll a single red die, and we're dealing either 2 or 3 wounds, or of course missing. That's also possible. So let's go ahead and rotate my grenade launcher ammo down by 1, and we're going to roll a red die, hoping for 3 wounds against that Crimson Head. Boom! Oh my gosh. Beautiful. I'm glad this was recorded because no one would believe me. That's going to be killing this thing over here. And then, oh, by the way, speaking of which, we need to leave a corpse behind, don't we?
Yep, I will grab that corpse
Okay.
now. The Crimson Head takes 3 wounds, so it still has 1 left.
Okay. And where are
That's
the wounds?
one
Wounds are-
more, and it will be stuck where it is, and then healing for the next little bit. So that's not the worst idea in the world.
Okay. And then for my third action, I could try shooting the Crimson Head. Now, what happens? Let's walk through what happens again if the Crimson Head gets down to 0. What happens to it?
So if the Crimson Head gains its 4-point token,
Mm-hmm.
at that point it's disabled,
Okay.
and then effectively it won't move after us, it won't attack us, it won't do anything. It will stay in the square it's in. Every time it would make a reaction, whether that be because it's us attacking an enemy and causing that, or whether it be because it's the reaction phase, we remove one of those tokens. When it's got no more wound tokens on it, it becomes live again and will start chasing us once more.
So basically, we have 4 turns or 4 reactions of reprieve.
Yeah, if you put it down.
That is fun. So I guess the question, though, is I think I'm going to try to drag it behind me because I have 2 actions left. So I think I'm just going to try to walk out. I don't mind it dying. I'm just not in a rush for it to die. So I'm going to go...
Well, remember, it will stay with me because
Oh.
it's... so if you move away, then obviously that's great, but it will definitely move with me.
I think I'm still fine with that, unless you need otherwise.
No, I'm happy to do it, and I can
But
always attack myself.
what I
anyway
will
if
do
need.
is, though, I'll go 1 with my third action, and then 4 to
Okay.
close the door. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, wait, does it react? 1 second. So if I close the door, it will still attack you?
No, yes, actually, 'cause it ignores that. But crucially, because you were in the same square as the Crimson Head, you need to make an evade roll to go through that.
Yes. And my evade is 1 or 2? If my evade's 1, I'm probably...
One,
Oh,
preferred.
well, then that's not fun. Well,
Do you know, I really like this playthrough. I'm enjoying this immensely. But you said a multiple times, I don't like this game, and it's not fun. That's terrifying.
No, usually those words are when I'm enjoying myself. The question
Okay, that's
is...
good.
Yeah, this is... Oh, man. Do I try to shoot it, or do I try to evade? Evade has a 50% chance of walking away, but then you're still taking a hit. I think the right move is to shoot it, sadly. So I'm going to stick with where I am, and I will go ahead with a single... I'll do a 2 ammo shot, reducing my ammo down to 10, because I really want to get that hit if I'm going to spend the time doing this. And we'll roll 2 dice, and we will roll this, and roll, and boom. We got that hit over there. The Crimson Head is down. We'll put this down over here.
Which is good.
Yep. Okay. And then
So that was 2 actions for you?
that was my third action.
One quick thing. I should say you've made 2 attacks. This zombie is here.
Oh,
Because obviously you can
yes.
hit gunshots. That door is still open.
And then my fourth action will be walking down here.
Okay.
Okay.
So reaction. The Crimson Head won't be doing anything, but this zombie will be moving into your square.
Correct. And the Crimson Head removes the health, right?
It would do, yes.
Okay. So it's back slowly respawning. Okay. And then we have to draw a
Tension
card. Tension card. And it is a all clear. But we do have that symbol.
Which one are we looking at? Is that the one that's going to cause...
It shouldn't cause anything. We don't have Cerberus in play anymore.
Yeah, okay. No, I just want to see in the card. Perfect. Okay, for my one then, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and I am going to activate the first switch. So I'm going to just grab that, and I'm going to drop it on top of this card here. We've opened the first one, Alex.
Perfect.
We're that much closer to survival.
A third of the way there. Sounds like a plan.
Yep. All good. Tremendous. That's my last one. So reaction, you're going to have to make an evade roll.
Okay, I will go ahead and make an evade roll. It's a single roll, but a single zombie, and we are not successful. We will take a wound, but I did fail an evade roll, which means I can push every enemy in my square. So we're going to go ahead and lower my health by 1, which is the unfortunate part. The fortunate part is I think I will go ahead and shove him through that door.
Okay.
Okay.
And then,
does
then
it
fall over in the
I'm
process.
trying to think if it's better for you, because your next move, you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. You can just walk straight past him. I think I'm going to shove him this way. That probably makes more sense.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And then the Crimson Head, I've removed a token from it, because we know that this thing is regenerating as we speak.
Don't like that at all.
So all is good. No, it's a rubbish enemy. Why would anyone make such an enemy?
I'm going to leave you to go this way down here while I... oh, you tension card? Sorry. We did tension card.
Attention card, unfortunately.
Wait, didn't we do tension card? That was my turn.
You
my
did one
turn.
in your
Okay.
turn. So we've got this one here, and this one is all clear again, same thing. So we're good.
Okay, for my turn, I will go ahead and walk 1, 2... I guess it makes sense to walk this way, but does it really? Maybe I'll just want to go this way up here. The truth is we have to head back anyway, almost certainly. So the question is, do I just leave this alone on the 1/3 chance it's then nothing? I think I'm going to do that. It's probably the wrong move, but let's go ahead and do that. So,
Okay.
it was 1, 2, open the door is 3, and then wander into the zone of death will be 4. If you're heading, the question is, do I want to wander into the zone of death, or do I want to close the door behind me? Because if I close the door behind me, this zombie won't activate. I don't know if I particularly care.
I think
You go ahead.
I'm going to run through, I think, this way to the door, to the room with the item A in it, and then obviously go through this door at the door.
So then I'm going to leave the door
suggestion.
open, because that way he'll actually clear the way for you. So I'm going to let him slowly... I can always close the door behind me here. Okay, great. I walked into the room, which means it's time for me to reveal a zombie card. We'll go ahead and grab one of those. And...
I like the way we just rename them to zombie cards now.
Oh, what do we call them officially?
Encounter cards.
Encounter
but I
cards.
like zombie cards.
Spawn
I
a
mean,
zombie.
the name unfortunately fits quite well when you just literally grab a zombie and drop it down.
Yeah. Okay. And then that's the end of my turn. Zombies will activate. The Crimson Head will remove another wound. So that's down to 1 safe zone left. That zombie will move towards me, that diagonal. Perfect.
Okay, you're the closest.
And
Yep.
this zombie will walk into my space. And I believe it's time for a tension deck card.
It is indeed.
See that one, I got the name down. Okay, we'll go ahead and flip it, and it is, oh, some of these fiends still possess trinkets from their former lives, tragic echoes of what used to be. Locate the closest item A token to the active character. Spawn a zombie in this square. I think that will be this one down over here, by you.
It is indeed.
Okay, then place the item token underneath it. When the zombie moves or is pushed, the item moves with the model. Hey, that could be a good thing, honestly. Characters can't make a search action to remove the token while the zombie is on the playing area. If the zombie is killed, leave the token on the square is on. Basically hoarding.
This, yeah, so a zombie that was underneath the ice man has stood up and now we'll be carrying it around with it. Not so good.
Excellent.
I liked it when it was just a normal item A that I didn't have to worry about having legs and biting me.
Okie dokes, your turn for survival.
Yeah, so I'm going to go, let's see, 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 2 here.
Okay.
Now, the zombie, so the Crimson Head is going to lose its last token in the reaction phase. So that's ready to get up and start doing stuff from your next turn onwards. This zombie is going to move into my square, and the one that's in the square with you is going to try and bite you.
Yep. Oh, that's right, because the door's open behind me. That's my bad. Time to go ahead and roll a die. Evading, and we evade. Perfect.
Amazing. Well done, Barry. Now I'm going to draw one of the tension cards. We'll see what happens.
All clear.
All clear. We've got one of those symbols, so that means the Crimson Head, yeah, might do some damage. We'll see.
Oh, no. No, that's not good. The Crimson Head still attacking at range 0, so it's still fine there, but at 2 damage. So you have to be mindful of that. Oh, that's not good, though, because I'm going to move. He's going to walk into your space, and if you don't evade, so it's still fine-ish. Okay.
Ish.
Ish is the key word. Always the key word. I think I will go ahead and try walking away from the zombie. If I go 1, 2, 3 to open the door, 4 to walk in, but then the zombie in your square is going to activate. So I think I need to kill the zombie in my square, unfortunately, because I want to close the door behind me, and I'm not trying 2 evades. So we'll go ahead and reduce my ammo by 2 again. 1, 2, and we're going to roll 2 dice to try to attack the zombie in my space. And we'll hit roll, and boom, we got our little extra target over there. That symbol that's normally a nothing will kill the zombie. Oh no, no, I'm so bad. No, I messed up.
It's okay, I'll deal with
it. This is the worst. I forgot. Okay.
It's okay. Best laid plans and all that. You did have a corpse in your square.
I know. I was so distracted by realizing that I accidentally succeeded at what I wanted to do, but I'm not supposed to do that. Man, I was trying to protect you. I was trying to protect you, Sherwin. Okay.
Okay, it's okay. I'll pull through.
Wow, man. For my second action, I'll go ahead. Jeez. I'm going to close the door, which was the point of that in the first place. So your zombie does not activate. Action 2. And then action 3 and 4 is walking down over here. So, mostly good, except not really. Because, man, I hope you evade. And you... There's a zombie. Oh, my gosh. Okay, you're going to have a hard time evading. In the end of my turn, I'll go ahead and draw a tension card. The tension is cards...
I'm just going to quickly make my evade, because the Crimson Head will react in your turn.
Oh, sorry, yes.
But it's okay.
You got the full evade. You got the full evade. Okay. Yeah. So all my horrible plans of trying to kill you did not work.
I'm afraid not. Sorry.
Your turn, sir.
Right, so I think it's shotgun time. I am tempted with the flamethrower, but I'm going to go for the shotgun. So let's just drop that down by 1. So for future reference, because the shotgun has a blast effect and it will hit. So it's interesting, it will hit, if I roll the single hit icon, then it will only hit the target. If I roll the double, then it will do 1 damage to both things in the same square.
Now, who are you targeting?
That's a good question. I'm going to shoot at the zombie, because I think losing that is much easier than killing the Crimson Head.
Plus it has the decapitate, which means...
Doesn't leave a corpse.
But you didn't hit.
Except for the part where I missed. So unfortunately I'm going to get hit. I will suffer 1 damage from the thing that I was attacking. So that's going to mean Jill's not feeling quite so hot about life. Just quickly go grab that token and drop it down. There. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to push that zombie away.
Yes.
Right, okay, so at this point, I think I'm now going to run. So, let's make an evade roll away from that Crimson Head.
And you successfully evade it.
I have, which is good, so that's 2, 3 to open the door.
I love how we think this is the safe option. Okay.
Yeah, I know, right? And then 4 to just dive through and find out what's actually waiting for me, as well as that zombie.
On the encounter
Uh,
card, look at me being all professional.
I'm
There you go, sir.
impressed. There we go.
I grabbed one.
Running over grab more ones for next time, maybe. So let's flip it over. What do we got?
Ooh.
Persisting unease. Place a one of those tokens, so that's actually still pretty dangerous.
But also, you have Jill Valentine.
I do, and it has the stars icon on the top, so I am going to heal 1 wound.
Beautiful.
So Jill is suddenly feeling much better about life. Jill's a fairly awesome utility character here, so life is good there. So reaction phase, and our friend Mr. Crimson Head, everybody's friend, Mr. Huggles, is going to run over this way.
This zombie wants
this zombie, this zombie over here, which has carrying an item on its person, is going to wander over here.
Now, does it not move diagonally towards you?
It can, as long as it gets closer.
It doesn't matter.
Whichever's easiest. So,
cool.
Yeah, it's going to be same distance either way. And then I'm going to quickly grab one of these. And we have...
Whoa!
That's not good, is it? Out of the shadows. Place the Crimson Head prototype in the same square as the next character to activate. Oh, it's actually pretty good for me.
Oh my gosh, what?
I shouldn't have laughed quite so much as I just did.
That
could be... That's a Barry-shaped problem.
That is nothing cool about this. Okay. I can only evade with 1 die, and this guy needs to be evaded.
There's also a grenade launcher and so on.
It's only 3 damage, and I want to save it for when I have other people in the space. So, oh my gosh.
You could just shoot. You could shoot it backwards.
I know. I might have to. I might have to do that. I think I will go ahead and... No, but I do an evade roll. I push him to a square. And right now, what's in the bottom over here? We have the bad attack. Oh, that's not good at all. That's not going to help me in the slightest. The bad attack means that he'll be doing his 2 damage. And what's that other symbol? That makes me do what?
Assault, which means it goes into your square.
Which it already
now,
is.
it's worth pointing out, as an out-of-sequence reaction, it will only ever do the basic attack. So it's only in reaction phase you need to worry about that one.
Okay, so let's go ahead. And for my first action, I will go ahead and open the door. Which means I have to attempt an evade roll. And... I miss it. But the good news is I do get to shove him out of my space. So the first action, I take a wound. I shove him backwards. Let's shove him back 1. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, that's fine. My second action, I will open the door. That will be 2. My third action is I'm going to walk into that room. So let's move these cards out of the way because I don't know what goes where.
That's number 4. And that is the other way around.
So that goes...
Yeah, let's go around and take this one around a little bit because it's 100% the wrong way it needs to be. And I'll go grab that. Oh, there you go. You've already got it.
This. How's this go like that?
It does indeed.
Okay.
We are connected again.
Let me just make sure that it's drop over. Actually, I think it looks fine the way it is. No, I wouldn't mess with it.
I was going to say, I'll just quickly move this door as well.
Perfect.
Okay,
and we got some doors. We got some 2 zombie cards. That's not fun at all. The 1 zombie cards have been plenty of work. Okay.
We've got both the other crests though, which is nice.
Uh-oh. I dropped one underneath.
It's okay. I'll disconnect this one and then I'll do it.
Yeah, let's move it a bit off. It looks like it's a bit on the edge there.
I'll just unlink this tile.
Okay.
And then we should be able to move the stuff around. There you go. We're showing people behind the scenes on how we put together these tiles in Tabletopia.
Okay. So we get a card over here. We have a card over here. I believe those are the rooms we got them. Yep. And then we have the 2 portals over there. You put them down. We have a typewriter. I don't know what that is. I'll let you deal with that.
So I'll talk to you about how that goes in a moment. I don't think we'll need to worry too much about that on this particular scenario though.
Okay, and then we have some doors as well. Just drop these here and I'll put them down in a second.
Yep, so we got grab one of those and do that. Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Oh, you've got it. Cool, all good. Right, so the typewriter. I'll quickly go grab the icon. Where is our typewriter icon? Interesting.
Not clear.
Okay. Well, we'll use a corpse for the time being anyway.
Okay.
So basically the typewriter we can use to refresh the tension deck.
Oh.
We have one of these ink ribbon tokens because obviously if the tension deck runs out, it's game over. So basically, you can, if you're in the same square as a typewriter, you can spend a token. That's in Resident Evil vernacular. Save your game, which enables you to flip flip the discard pile, shuffle that into the main draw deck, and then basically start over. Now that should be too much of a problem for us because at this point the main danger for us is the Crimson Head prototype rather than the actual
Tension deck.
problem thing. But for a 3 or 4 player, that's obviously something we'd be more concerned about.
Okay. So now my choices are basically nothing good. I think that the right option will be to walk in here, but that will immediately spawn a zombie on my space, which I don't love. But I still think it's the right move, so let's go ahead and do that. We're going to go ahead and draw 2 cards from the encounter deck, and let's see what happens.
Don't worry, I've just found the typewriter while you're doing that.
Card number 1. Oh, did we accidentally pull a typewriter for a course once?
We did indeed. That's sorted out.
Spawn 1 zombie in the active character square. So that's the first thing we'll go ahead and do. That's going to be a zombie in my square on the active character. Then for my second card, we will go ahead and draw another card, which will be replace the closest corpse with a crimson head. Oh dear lord, I hate you. Okay. I mean, I don't actually hate you. But let's grab
I'll quickly go grab this one.
Okay.
And yeah.
I'll let you grab
so that's just a
head.
normal
I think it's one of
crimson
these
head.
ones over here.
It is indeed. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. So it's not a Crimson Head prototype, which is nice. But it is a Crimson Head.
Okay.
It's all kind of got a bit dangerous now suddenly.
Yep. And then the Crimson Head, let's go ahead and show people how those react so they understand what exactly just happened. We have a zombie, we have a Crimson Head over here. Crimson Heads have a threat of 3, a movement of 1, and a health of 2, but that's not the scary part. This, like it's a big brother over there, or daddy, or whatever you want to call it, performs a move reaction every time a character on the same or linked tile performs a move action, so constantly chasing us, unless the character began in the enemy square. And if the top card of the tension deck has either of those symbols, it gets +1 speed. Right now, it does have one of those symbols, so it would have +1 speed, which means I am kind of incentivized to just close the door behind me, because the other option is I could either close the door behind me and he'll move forward 2, which is actually not the worst, because you and I are not linked, so I'll have an opportunity to close the door later. I think I might... I have 1 action left. If I try running away, that could buy me a drop of time. I think I'm going to try running away from this current zombie, because that will buy me a little bit of space, and perhaps another flamethrower moment, a grenade launcher moment. So I do have to roll to see what happens. We will roll, and I fortunately am successfully able to run away from the zombie. Okay.
Nice work. I think that was a very bold move, but it was a good one.
We'll see. There's no winners here, just various losers. Okay, this Crimson Head will let this go in threat level. This one will go ahead and go 1 and 2 into the zone. This one over here will go ahead and go 1, 2, because that's +1 speed from the active tile. And this guy will, of course, wander into my zone directly.
So the good news is, one thing that always happens whenever a Crimson Head moves, and I'll just quickly lock that because that's not locked, is because you made a move and you're on a connected tile, the Crimson Head would...
Yes.
So therefore it gets to here as well. So you've got a real zombie fiesta that you're moving away from at the moment.
I smell a grenade launcher coming.
It's a beautiful opportunity to do that, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Okay, very good. That's my turn. We'll go ahead and tension card and see what happens. We have a tension card, and it is... Oh, dear lord. Replace the closest non-locked, non-one-way door with an archway. Remove this card from the deck for the rest of the scenario. And then we spawn a zombie in the square connected to the archway.
So that basically means the closest one to you, if we look at it, it's going to be based on a tile basis, so we have those. So it's actually you get to choose. An archway is effectively a permanently open door that you can't open or shut anymore.
So isn't it this one by default? Isn't this the closest one?
Actually, yes, it would be. Yeah, because it's on this... sorry, 1 second. Let's have a quick look at the wording on it. Where are we? I've got the right card.
It's over here. Here.
Okay. Perfect. Cool. So have a quick look, see what we got. So yeah, closest, yes, indeed, that is going to be the closest one. So that door can no longer be closed.
Cool. So the door that
basically
I decided to open. Yay.
Yeah, the Crimson Head sort of smashing their way through. Basically, have not been too kind to it. I'll grab the archway for us.
Well, I will say I'm glad I didn't waste my time trying to close a door that wasn't going to be closed.
Well, exactly it. So there we are.
Okay. Now, sadly, we do have a symbol, which means we do have baddies who are definitely not in the mood of doing nice things. Okay, that's my turn. To you, sir.
Okay. I think I'm just going to make a beeline for this Crest at this point, rather than try and stay and fight that zombie. I can always deal with him on the way back. So I'm going to go 1, 2 to here, 3 to open the door, and then 4 to step through, and see what happens with this spawn. But this place is starting to fill up with zombies now, which is a bit scary.
Oh, no, that's not scary at all.
Well, I mean, not scary for you, Barry. You've got a whole bunch of stuff going on over there. But let's have a quick look. What do we
Oh,
got?
sorry, I flipped right back.
So that's okay. It's a zombie. Spoilers.
Okay.
I
Spawn
haven't seen
2
it,
zombies.
so oh, two zombies. Well, that's a good reason that, to flip it over. So one will be here at the top of the room, and the other one will be. So quick look. It's down here, standing in front of me. Well, for the moment, so it grabs me. And then the other card will say, it says, hello,
Did it just disappear?
grabbing it.
No, there we go.
It's okay. It's just dropped into my hand. So quick look. What do we got? Spawn one zombie, heightened senses. Search the tension deck until an all clear card with the that X symbol is revealed. Place it on top of the discard pile and shuffle the discard deck.
Okay, so
The tension.
I'll go ahead and find that while you
Yep.
go ahead and take care. Oh, so I gotta go ahead and place these. Oh. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Truth is, seeing this over here. Here we go. I think this is one. Perfect.
Yep. So that's just going to mean that enemies have a slightly more powerful attack in this next turn, which is not so good.
Oh, the attack before
yep,
was
so
just as bad, so I don't know if it matters.
it's probably the best time to get that card then.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So reaction phase, and this zombie very helpfully is bringing me the item A and is wandering over here. So thank you, zombie. That's kind of you. Unfortunately enough, these other two are going to jump into my square because they are not. Now, they don't necessarily have that symbol. This one is
you
going
use
to
all
stagger
your
closer
actions?
over here. I did. That
Okay,
was my
cool.
fourth action.
Okay.
I had to open the door. Right over here with you, only the Crimson Head prototype will react,
will
but
walk
that
into my
doesn't
square.
have a range. Yeah, it doesn't have a range of those, so it's going to be
I got it. We'll put it up to the side over here.
no worries. And
Okay.
I'll, yeah, 'cause this guy's here, isn't he? So,
No, the basic zombie walked into my square.
oh, okay.
The
In
regular
which
Crimson
case,
Head is not. Ah, no,
got it. Okay.
no, ah, no.
Oh,
Okay. Let's go
I'll
ahead.
take.
Let's move this. Let's move this one out of the way.
Okay, no
Okay.
worries. I'll take care of this while you have my attention card, and
Sure.
I'll rebuild that in a moment. Okay, let's have a look. See what we've got. No escape. The closest door rattles and shakes, the handle shuddering before suddenly being thrown open. Locate the closest unlocked door to the character. Open the closest unlocked door to the character. All
That'll
enemies
be
on the
this one over
connected
here.
tiles immediately perform reaction. It will, and it looks like I'm going to get
Oh
missing.
no.
Well, I say that. Let's see if I can make my way roll first.
Beautiful.
It's a wonderful thing. Unfortunately, this one will move into the same square as the crest, which is exactly where I want to go. But there we are. Cool.
Okay.
It's over to you.
Let's go ahead and just grab this one over here, who's a little off the side. I'm just going to leave them to the side for right now while I wander past this. Okay, so I'm currently on this tile. I have a zombie in my tile. I could try shooting said. It might fall over when you drop it there. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So these two are off to the side over here. We have... No, sorry. This one is on my square, and these two are over there. So, no, that's not true either. Where's the giant Crimson Head? We want both of these on my square.
That's
and then
correct.
the
And the
red
one
Crimson Head there.
I'm trying to stand up is just off the side.
So the problem is I could go ahead and if I shoot these guys with a grenade launcher, they'll both die. But the problem is if I try evading, they probably will neither die. But the good news is if I do evade, what's the range on my grenade launcher? Because I get to push them away if I evade. Now, just correct me if I'm wrong. If I attempt to walk away, let me check the range 1 second. Grenade launcher range is line of sight. If I attempt to walk to this square over here, if I succeed, I just want to make sure I'm doing this correctly. If I succeed, if I evade, then these two will stay where they are. If I
Correct.
fail, they'll attack me, but I'll shove everyone back to this square.
Because of Barry's special rule.
But will the Crimson Head walk towards me after that?
Not at all, because you haven't done any
Okay,
wounds to anything.
perfect. So
So actually, no, it's a good point. Yes, it will, because it's a Crimson Head. So yes, it will.
Oh, interesting. So that would just shift up the order, which is not what I want. So that doesn't help me.
It might be starting to start unleashing the might
So-
of the grenade launcher.
No, so here's
to be
what I'm doing. I think I know what I'm doing. I'm staying in this square, and I will shoot the Crimson Head boss. Because hopefully that deals a wound, causes the other people to walk into my square, and then I shoot everyone. Hopefully. Okay, so in that case, I really want that wound, so I'm really going to go ahead and go full out to down to 5 ammo. because I'm shooting the Crimson Head boss with 5 ammo. Oh, I could potentially do extra wounds to it, but I don't know if it matters. We'll go ahead and roll 3 dice. I will do these 3 dice over here. We'll roll them, and we get a hit. Phew. Okay, this one over here is a hit. So we successfully get 1 hit on the Crimson Head boss. Now that does mean that the other zombie does not attack me, and the Crimson Head moves in. And now, for my second action, we're going to lower my grenade launcher to go ahead and deal 1. And I swear, like this has to hit, man. This has to hit.
That always goes well when you say these things.
2 wounds. 2 wounds to everyone. So Crimson Head and zombie are dead. Zombie
will leave a corpse.
Yes, exactly. Which I'll put to the side because I don't trust this tile. It's going to fall through if you put it on it. I'm going to put it right here. Okay.
Yep.
And then we still are left with 1 wound on the main Crimson Head, which is unfortunate. At that point, I could walk away because I'm not necessarily rushed. I might want to wait to see what happens in that room. Although the Crimson Head will always activate after your turn. I have 2 actions left. So best case scenario, I can walk away 2, at which point he's attacking me next turn. So I think we'll go ahead and go for a basic 1-shot hit for it. We're going to go to 4, and we're going to roll 1 die against it. And we get a boom hit. Crimson Head is dead and down. We now have 4 wounds back on it, and we've bought ourselves a little bit of breathing space.
Oh,
okay. I feel powerful. I feel powerful.
I'm impressed with your tactical acumen, to be quite honest.
Okay.
It's you're bossing this.
And then I'm walking onto the tile, and does this flip automatically?
You need to spend an action to do it, but I think you've got a full fact. No, you don't.
No, that was my fourth. Next turn. Okay, end of my turn. Cool. Nobody activates. Beautiful. But we do remove a wound from the Crimson Head, which I'll push off to the side over here. And then we draw a tension card, which have not been kind to us. And this one is kind to us. Okay.
To be fair, after doing what you've done, it should be all clear. Right, okay. Jill, I think we need to... I think we just need to dodge away. Worst case scenario, if I take a wound, I'll push a zombie through the door and then shut it in the enemy. So I'm going to try to make an evade and get away from that square, because that is not a nice square to be in. I'm also conscious if I start attacking, it will cause the Crimson Head Elder
that's an evade, right?
Prototype to stand up again. That is an evade, so I've made it away. So 1, 2, 3. Let's jump straight in the square with this zombie. And then I'm going to try and fall over in the meantime. And then once I've actually landed there, I'm going to spend 1 action, I think, to try and look at that token.
I love how you're not even worried about the zombie. You're like, I can do this. And you do.
I'm Jill Valentine. See? It's how Jill rolls.
Nothing.
Let's flip that over. What is that? A wind crest, which we don't have, so that's a dud thing. Right, so that means we know the other 2 crests are the ones we need then, in which case.
So you're heading this way, and I'm heading up.
I'm going to be foot-slogging towards you, and then, So whether you want to quickly flip that one over, have a look at what's on it, and then in case it's one you need. Cool. In the meantime, the zombies could try and bite me. That's on the same square, so I'm going to make an evade roll.
Successful evade.
Now reaction phase, which I've done. Then these 2 zombies are going to scuttle that much closer. And the other one is going to, again, as I said, it's very helpfully bringing the item A to me through here. Okay. And then, unfortunately, the Crimson Head prototype is going to lose 1 of its wound tokens, which I'll grab now.
Great. The good news is I'm probably going to be dragging it away from this portal for you. Now, we both have to make our way back to that zone, right?
Well, yeah, we both have to get in there. But let's quickly have a look, see what's going on with this card here. So, flip it over. Okay. Draw an additional tension card. Spawn a Cerberus on the same tile as the active character. That's not
now.
Good.
What's the skull crossbones symbol?
Yeah. So as you go through the campaign in Resident Evil, basically you have a mansion danger level that goes up, much like you will be experiencing in Resident Evil 3 with the city danger level. And basically, the more time you spend playing the game, the campaign, and the more things you do, like the more zombies you leave roaming around, the faster that will go up. These are the different bands that you actually have on that danger level. So if you're in the teeth one, is the middle one, and then skull and crossbones is the top one. If you ever reach the top of that danger level, it's game over, because the idea is the whole place is overrun and there's nowhere safe to hide anymore. Gotcha. But in the meantime, what it also means is it lets the tension deck actually evolve as the campaign goes on and become more dangerous. So at the start of the game, this card is literally just draw an extra tension card because the glass is shattering. Later on, when there's more enemies, when the glass shatters, it's because things are smashing through to come and get you.
Okay, cool.
So this scenario is set around about the time of the teeth, so that would mean that we have the middle ones as well.
Okay.
So in this case, I have a zombie Poochie to contend with and have to draw an extra
Okay.
card from
So I'll
attention
grab
deck.
the tension card. You grab the pooch.
Yep. I think I'm going to put the Poochie because he's equidistant.
No. It says on the
here
same tile.
next to
Oh, same tile.
it is
Yes,
on
you're
the
right.
same-
You're right. I'm not
Yeah,
the same space.
so it'll land there.
Okay.
And then my attention card,
Boy.
flip over,
All
is all clear.
Bad.
Of course it is. With one of those.
Which is relevant because Cerberus will... Nope, that's not his symbol, so we're good. Okay. Although, if he activates when you're 3 away, so you need to be... Well, I think you're fine for right now, because you'll be 3 away by the time he goes. But that's close. Okay. I love this little horde of zombies chasing after you. Good luck, sir.
Yeah.
On my turn, at the end of your turn, we'll go ahead. You already moved a thing. You already moved one. Perfect.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so I will flip this tile over here, which is the moon. I believe the moon is mine. It is. So I will spend an action, discard my key, and we have this locked as well. So now that's 2 actions, 2 down, which also means that, in a weird way, you have a choice to make, which could be going back up through the horde of zombies, if you prefer. I don't think that's the right choice, but I haven't really gone through it critically.
No, I'm with you. I think that's not the right way to go. I think I'll spend so much ammo trying to do that.
Now, I think the right move at this point is for me to play cat and mouse with the Crimson Head, because I think that will let you have a little bit of breathing space. So Crimson Head is down over here where he died. Where is the Crimson Head? He's over here. Perfect.
He's in the same square as the corpse.
So he's this one over here. Let's move that off to the side. So at that point, my remaining 2 moves will be 1 and 2 up here, where Crimson Head will remove 1 more token.
Remember when you moved into the same square as the corpse, you have to roll
That
dice.
is fair. I roll which die again? Where is it? Here we go.
The umbrella one, so the black one.
And we're good. Perfect.
You don't want to get don't get the umbrella.
And then we remove a thing from the Crimson Head because it's the reaction phase. And finally, we go ahead and do a tension card. We go ahead and flip a tension card, and it is, of course, a horde of undead fiends prowl relentlessly nearby, hungry for flesh. During the next turn, if any player speaks, the active character must immediately draw an encounter card, or 2 encounter cards. Okay, and next turn is up, and you're on your own, sir.
And that's my turn over.
Perfect. I love how you have these cards that are great for in person, less great for filmed playthroughs, but still solid.
Yeah, I know.
No, I do love. Actually, it happens to be that's my favorite card in the game. I've seen already the one that it basically forces a degree of tension as you don't interact. I can't tell you what you're doing wrong. I can't tell you what you're doing right. For context, just a quick overview. He went ahead, he moved through, took reactions, opened the door, zombies went after him, and then he spawned the Crimson prototype next to me, which is good. If I drew that card and spawned it next to you, that would be bad. So. Yep. With that, I now have some choices to make. I want to lead him completely away from you, so I'm going to go a bit round robin over here, possibly even going all the way up here, letting you take care of this on your own. So to that end, I think I need to make sure I need to be mindful. Ooh, that could be interesting. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and try wandering up 1, which means I do need to make an evade roll. So because he's in my space, so that's slightly frustrating, but let's go for it. And we do not evade, so we do take a wound, but we're actually getting a little tough on health there. We need to be mindful of that. We don't have anything else, so we need to be a little careful, but we do shove him away. So it's a chance we'll actually die here. But that said, that was 1, and then 2, 3, 4 is so not good for me, but I think I need to go ahead. 2, 3, and 4 is where we will end up. That's the end of my turn. I was hoping to be able to open that door for you, thus pulling all the zombies a step back towards me. Actually, no, they would activate closer to you. So it's a good thing I didn't open the door.
It's okay, because I can shut this door behind
Yep.
me anyway when I jump through, so it should be okay.
That was my turn. At the end of my turn, the Crimson Head will go ahead and charge confidently towards me, just trying to be on my heels over there, and then I go ahead and draw a tension card, which is excellent. And we go ahead and reveal, and it's all clear.
Okay.
Your turn, sir.
So my turn. This door is already open because it was opened by tension cards. So sorry, I opened it myself. Ignore me. Let's move this out of the way because I'm about to step onto it. So 2 cards from the zombie spawning deck to coin its new name. Let's see what happens. So first one. Nope. Apparently I'm not clicking quite the right place.
Okay.
What's that? That looks fairly promising. Dead Rising. After spawning, replace the closest corpse with a zombie. There is no corpse in this place, so that's going to be... I think that's going to be the one that you just danced over, maybe.
I'm okay with that.
Yep, okay. And then the second card, unless I'm about to put down some more corpses, to be fair, is going to be... Breakthrough. Locate the closest tile that contains one or more enemies and has closed doors. Open or unlock doors on that tile.
It has closed doors. The closest one will be the Crimson Head, I assume.
Yep, I think that's going to open all of your doors. That's actually going to help you out a little bit.
I'm okay with
that. Cool, fantastic.
It's the first time he does something useful for me.
I love the attitude.
Okay.
So I'm going to shut that door, which is good times. Thank you for replacing that corpse with a zombie for me. Then I'm going to go 3 to here. The Crimson Head's going to activate anyway. That's going to create a big zombie conga line if I open that door.
Which one?
Let's pick up the item.
Well,
I'm going to pick up the item because I might be hunting cleaning items. Because if I open that door, it's going to go all the way through.
And they're going to start walking towards me, right? Because of the...
That's correct. Yeah, so let's do that. And then give you a bit more space to work with. Cool. So that's
what did you grab?
My inventory. Oh, hello. Shotgun shells.
Nice.
I actually have,
perfect.
So that's super useful.
Better you than me, sir.
Cool.
Okay. Tension card?
Yep. Yes. I have all this firepower. I could probably just turn around and toast all those zombies, but I'm also slightly conscious I need to try and get to you. You're right. Let's flip it over, and I'll still grim.
The
no
closest
escape.
Closed unlock door to the character. Oh.
Oh, that's
that's not a big deal. It's one of the two. We can pick which one it is. Doesn't really matter. Pick the one in front of you.
Yeah, let's do that. And then I think all enemies on, what did it say? All enemies on the reaction. On the closest thing. So that means the Crimson Head's going to jump on you.
No. The Crimson Head should have jumped to me either way as a general reaction. Before the tension card.
That's true.
But this one is not on that tile, right? It doesn't say connected. On connected
tiles.
tiles.
It's on connected tiles.
Oh. So the question is, do you want to open the door behind you? Which one's better?
Yeah, I think they're all Oh no, they're not. Yeah, they're all connected to you anyway, because of the open archway and the other bits.
Gotcha. So this way's... so they all move. Yep. Wow. Okay. Yeah. So fine. So this one will go ahead and walk up one towards me. Crimson Head will attack me. We'll deal with that in a second. Let's just move them all because it's easier. These ones have to move towards me because there's no movement towards you. This one's up here. Oh, I'll let you move those while I deal with the Crimson Head. So, Crimson Head. Crimson Head will attempt to attack me. It's a reaction. Now, is that a reaction with a stronger attack, or...?
Yes, if that's the one that's currently sitting up.
So it'll be doing 2 damage to me, which means it will kill me, just so we're clear.
Not so good.
Just so we're clear, this is potentially it right here. No!
Well, I can still heal you, to be fair. It's put you down for the moment, but
so,
I've got a first aid spray, actually.
So you can revive me.
I should be able to get to you to revive you.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Done.
Okay, that's going to make some interesting times.
Oh, this game just got... okay.
So let's put you to one side for the time being. You are still in this square, though,
yes.
So that's that. Right. My turn again, then, in which case, because you will skip your turns until that goes away. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and then 4 over to here.
Okay.
This zombie is going to lurch closer.
Sadly, they're all going to now that the doors are open.
That's true. The Crimson Head prototype is going to run over here because it doesn't want to eat. Well, no, this lonely zombie over here is okay.
Yeah, he's having fun.
Bless him. He's good time. Not sure about the rest. The Cerberus is faster, so that'll move into the yellow square. Yep. It's got it's got 4 legs, cool. Twice as fast. And then these ones will go here. That's the state of our current zombie fiesta.
Okay.
You're right, I should have blasted my way through there, clearly.
Oh, man.
Right, okay, cool.
Tension
And
card.
then tension card. And you're right, by the way, I am totally the most lethal thing in this game for you.
Oh, sorry, I did it again. All clear.
All clear. Okay, it's all clear. Good. Right. So I think I might want to bait the Crimson Head around a bit. Let's try and kill this zombie, because then I can actually, if I can kill the zombie, then I can take some pot shots at the other thing. So I'm going to use the.
But the potential balance is if you let them get through this door over here, then you have to start dealing with a whole other horde of people. So it's your call, but I'm wary of.
I'm just looking at the flamethrower, wondering whether that's going to be any use for this particular thing. That should be able to toast that zombie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna have to. You're right. I'm gonna have to do a whole bunch of shots to put down the Crimson Head prototype, aren't I? I'm gonna go 1, 2. So that's gonna be a evade roll.
Yep.
Because the other thing I'm very conscious of is I want you to actually have some actions as well.
Successfully evaded.
So that's successfully evaded. 3 into the square with the Crimson Head prototype. I really wish I could shut that door about now.
Can't. Yeah.
Yeah, I know, it's the sad times. And then 4 to move.
Boom. Okay, good.
Seems good. So I'm making my way back, so I really want to get basically to this door to shut it.
Okay. Zombies activate.
Cool. Yeah, so I'll leave you to the Congo line while I move the Crimson Head into me. It's amazing. And I'll draw, while that's happening, I'll just quickly draw a tension deck card.
Okay. It's a beautiful thing.
It really is, isn't it? So, but look, it's all clear. We do have the slightly bad symbol, which means the Crimson Head is going to get up and bite people if we're not careful. Right, okay. I'm going to make an evade roll to get into the square that you're in.
Oh, no.
Okay, I can survive that. So I can tank 1 hit.
Okay.
I'm feeling pretty good at the moment. My evade has not failed me quite in the same way.
But
as
that does mean you have to not
seen...
resurrect me this turn. Unless you want the dog.
I'm kind of okay with that.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll push the Crimson Head away,
Okay.
which is useful enough. So that's 2 to there, 3 to stand up. 3. So yeah, 1 to do the push, 2 to move to there, 3 to shut the door.
Oh, 4, you could still resurrect me.
I could, but I think I'm going to take a shot at the. Let's see, what's the best way of doing this? If I could stand you up, Crimson Head will move in, and then you'll have to deal with it next turn, which I'm slightly more conscious of because you'll be the active character. But I guess you could grenade it or whatever else to get rid of it, or I can take some shots at it to weaken it now. What do you think's the best plan?
If you think you can take it out, taking it out might be the way to go. Buy us the leeway, the time, and then we stand up and get out of there. But it's a question of you have the firepower. You have a shotgun. I say go for it. Take it out alone. Don't waste your time on me. I'll get up later when you have a free breathing moment.
Well, hopefully not as a zombie.
Yes.
You say getting up later. Let's have a quick look. So a couple of these.
Yep.
Tremendous. Apparently I am not good at shooting stuff with Jill Valentine. So unfortunately that somebody's going to move to there. The Crimson Head's going to run into my square. And now I need to deal with a
reaction.
That's not so good. Yeah, reaction from the Crimson Head is going to be 2 wounds.
2 wounds, yep.
2 wounds. Not the best.
I believe in you.
As do I.
I shouldn't have believed in you.
No, the Crimson Head didn't believe in me either. I'm going to push it away.
I've lowered your health by 2. You now have 2 health remaining. This game is looking a whole lot less survivable.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Okay. On plus side, now we get to draw a card from tension deck. And we're going to see what happens.
I probably heard you wrong. You said on the plus side.
Yeah.
Okay, just checking.
there isn't a plus side to this. I'm making deep in paranoia. If the next character is on the same tile at the start of their action phase, they draw 2 additional cards. Okay.
Do a move in the game. Okay.
So
you have to not be at the start. At the start of your next turn, you can't be on this tile. Or we draw 2 cards, which may not be the end of the round.
Yeah, we draw 2 extra cards. Yeah, I think at this stage, right. I need to finish off some of these enemies. Let us, in which case, I think it might have to be flamethrower time. Let's do that. So
Flamethrower. 2 dice. And what are the symbols there? Let's go through those. The 2 symbols at the bottom.
Yeah, so
Kills
the 2
corpses.
symbols at the bottom kills corpses, or prevents corpses more precisely, and then the other one is it's fuel. It's basically refueled by kerosene tokens. So I can discard 1 kerosene token to refuel it by 3.
Gotcha.
So that's Flamethrower, the Crimson Head prototype.
Oh my dear lord.
Oh my god. Okay, right. Well, that's become a little bit more dangerous. So this zombie's now going to be here. Crimson Head prototype is here. I am going to do the same thing again. Like I had to drop down the Flamethrower by 3 there for some reason. Shouldn't be that. I'm going to do another shot with it.
Okay.
Hopefully this time it's going to remember what it is. Just double check. I think the Crimson the thing was does 1 damage, whatever. Cool. I'm starting to wonder whether the shotgun is actually the correct answer here, because apparently I'm not so well armed with the Flamethrower. But let's see.
Okay. You got something.
Okay, it's 1. That's good. That's not terrible. Crucially, the zombie is going to come in, which is kind of what I'm looking.
Yes. I'll put a wound on it. I got it. Okay.
Yeah, cool. No worries. We'll do another shot because this is all explosive ammo now. So this hopefully will toast this zombie as just a very matter-of-fact kind of affair.
And we...
I roll them. Oh, hello. Managed to just move the dice away from me, which is quite spectacular. Second. There we go. Let's do that again. Didn't know I could do that on Tabletopia, but there we are. Future reference, you press T, you can take dice into your hand.
Oh my lord.
Oh, that's bad. Okay. Jill is now feeling very, very sorry for herself. I think I have 1 action left.
You do.
I do get to push somebody away.
Do you want to, though? Do you want to?
No, I don't think I want to. I think I want to keep them there. I like... Well...
If you hit, you don't want to.
Yeah, no, I think I have to, because that means I don't get to deal with the Crimson Head biting me the next turn.
Okay. Oh, that's fair.
Oh, no, actually, no,
right.
it matter anyway. No, actually, I've got 1 action left, so even if I Flamethrower the zombie, the Crimson Head is still going to move into my square only for the reaction anyway. So I might as well do this.
This is a survival question. This might be it. Oh, wait, 1 second. If you resurrect me, that means one of us has to worry about dying. But the problem is, if you die, it'll still attack you. No, I think you still gotta shoot it. I still think it's the right move. It helps with your evade.
Do you know what? As much as fun as it has to be the Flamethrower. I was about to say I try to use the shotgun, but I can't. I've got to use the Flamethrower. So Flamethrower it is. Let's do this Flamethrower. Apparently those dice are cursed, so we're just going to roll these different ones over here and see what happens.
Boom. You got it.
That's the start.
Okay.
Right, so the zombie is dead.
No corpse, too. Perfect. And the Crimson Head has another wound.
Takes a wound, which is good.
No.
Right, reaction phase. I'm now going to roll some evade dice.
This is where we find out.
And this is definitely a fingers crossed moment.
Yes, it is. Yes. Okay.
Okay. Tremendous.
Okay.
And then we're still good. Let's grab the tension card.
2 of them.
At this point, I really need. 3 of them actually. I think I've got to draw 2 extra cards.
Wait, 2 extra. It's 2 extra. Draw 2 additional cards. Wow. Okay, all clear.
Yeah. Okay. So first one is good. Second one is
all clear.
All clear. Third one is
something horrible happens.
Hopefully, going to be all clear. I hope not.
Oh dear lord.
Oh, why did you do this? Keeper's Diary. The next time a character makes a search action, they draw and resolve this encounter card instead of doing.
I think it's fine.
Keeper's Diary.
We're not making search actions.
As it goes.
Yeah.
As it goes, and then we'll just lose deepening in paranoia there.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Right. I think this has to now.
Technically, that one was removed from the game. Not that it matters in this context.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. So let us now. I'm thinking I'm going to Flamethrower this thing.
Why Flamethrower over shotgun?
They both much the same as much as, to be honest, with their thing. But I was going to give you the shotgun for your next bit because I can I can refuel the Flamethrower a whole bunch. Cool. So although I do agree with you, the shotgun has been far more reliable. So let's roll this now. Odds are on my side for this.
Boom.
He says. Definitely odds are on my side. Right, that's toasted the Crimson Head. Very, very good.
And that's 2 hits, right?
That's 2 hits.
Perfect.
So that is now burning away quite happily.
3 actions left.
We'll scrap it up. 3 actions left. Let's revive you. Welcome back to the Land of the Living, Barry.
Appreciate it.
That's an action. You're now on caution.
Oh, so which
For
level
your
do I go to? I go to
reference.
the yellow. Perfect. Okay.
Go to the middle one. Yeah, perfect. Right. Okay. Now the downside to this is I am now on danger. Uh, so the path of providing there's no zombies waiting for me is pretty straightforward. To run in here, deal with this thing, and then run back around to get where we need
I
to
think that's
go.
what you do.
Yeah, I think that's what it has to be. All right, fair enough. Well, it's only going to get me as far as the door for the time being,
Yep.
anyway. But that's a start.
And the Crimson Head will attack me.
Grim's head is down.
Oh, he's
Remember,
down.
he won't
That's
do
right.
anything at the
Beautiful.
moment.
Okay.
So he's going to lose one of these tokens, and then we're going to draw a card from tension deck, which hopefully is not going to be bad. And then we can see what happens next.
All clear.
We're all clear.
Okay. So the Crimson Head's down, which means I see no reason to engage with opening the door. I probably should just follow straight. I mean, the truth is, I can make an argument that I want him to head my way as opposed to you, but not really, honestly, because he kind of is a terrible human being.
Yeah, or was
And
more precisely.
I have to. He's down right now. There's a chance that having two doors open gives us a way to play with him, but I don't think so. He's always going to head towards the closest character, so it won't really matter. So I think I'm going to forget all of that and just come help you with whatever's going on in this room. So 1,
Yeah, okay, that makes
2,
sense.
3, and we draw a single card. A single encounter card. We're going to go ahead and take a look at this. And it will be a spawn... How many zombies? 2? 1. 2 Cerberuses. Of course you are. Okay.
Okay, so we're going to have one is over here, and one wherever they are. Cerberus
Yep,
is.
got him.
He's going to be over down the corner.
Okay. And now I have
Okay.
to take one of these guys down. They're currently dealing with no symbols that are bad for us. That part's good. I think we'll go ahead and go with a basic shot because there's no reason not to.
The other option you could do is you could trade the shotgun with me. They'll both jump into your square in the reaction, and then I can flamethrower through and kill them
But
both.
won't they attack me at the end of the turn?
No, if they're only doing one action. So if you trade with me as your last action, I'll give you the
But
shotgun.
I'm not currently in your square.
Then their
You're saying
reaction.
it's the prior. You're saying it's the prior action.
So you've got how many actions left? 3? Sorry, 1 even.
Yeah.
You've made 3 actions.
You're saying
right?
I should trade
yeah,
with you at the beginning. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So if you trade now, so you can get the shotgun from me. So that's your full action.
Gotcha.
In your action, what the jump square
Makes
rather
sense.
than attacking. And then and then tension phase. Hopefully nothing happens, and then I can flamethrower both of
Okay.
those two through the door, and then hopefully that
Excellent.
closes them both.
Done.
Let's go with that.
They both wander into my zone. End of my turn. Crimson Head removes a token. He's on my gun, of course he is. Perfect. Okay. Crimson Head removes a token.
This dog
And we'll
just
go ahead.
very spectacularly grabs you and tears you
And we have
down.
an all clear. Okay. Your turn, sir.
Barry's up. Cool. Right. So flamethrower for me. But now I've warmed the thing up. Let's hope it works.
Did you hit?
Properly. 1 second. Just
Perfect.
rolling now. Okay, so that's going to hit both things. That's going to toast both of these dogs, which is good. The downside is that's going to remove a token from the Crimson Head because someone's hit the wound.
Interesting.
But that's not the end of the world. So then 2, 3. I'm going to reveal this token. And then I'm going to get rid of it with last one. So that's now unlock the doors.
Okay. Sadly, the Crimson Head does stand up at this point.
Tremendous.
Yeah.
Well, in the reaction phase, crucially, so we've got a bit of time for it to do stuff, which is cool. And then tension card time.
Okay.
So let's see what happens there.
All clear.
All clear, although we do have a slightly undesirable symbol there. Cool, right. So just to catch up, just to make sure, so our objective now, these doors are just unlocked, which is great. So our objective now, all we need to do is to get onto this tile here with the hatched flooring. As long as we're on that tile and there are no enemies on that tile, then we complete the scenario. However, there is a
now the Crimson Head just
about.
stood up. Now on my turn, I'll go 1. I'll open the door. Oh, this door's open. Oh, that's bad. I don't know if it's that bad. It's something to be mindful of. I don't know if it's that bad. But I think it's going to be... Crimson Head's going to go 1, 2.
The other option is you could
That's
just
what
try
I'm
and
wondering.
take out
That's
the
what I'm trying
Crimson
to
Head
math
and then
out right now, because I have the grenade launcher. I could go ahead and go for it. It'll buy us the time we need. I think that's the right move for right now. So let's go ahead and go 1. We're going to go ahead and grenade launcher. So grenade launcher down to the Crimson Head.
with
We're going
absolute
to roll
subtlety.
absolute subtlety. We're going to go ahead and roll this die over here. And boom, 3 wounds. And then because of that, I'll go ahead and go 1, 2, 3. I'm not taking any chances here. I'm unleashing all my ammo at full clip. And then rolling 3 blue dice to hopefully get that final wound. Okay, and we roll. And boom, 3 wounds.
Wow.
Okay.
That Crimson Head really is staying down. Okay.
Yeah, I'm like a little upset at him, so we're just doing our thing. Then from that stance, the question I have is I can go... That was 2 attacks. I think I go back up. I think we have enough time to run away from these other zombies. Yeah. So I'm not going to wait with the door behind me. I'm just going to go up 1, and that's my turn. End of my round. Crimson Head reacts. We draw that. We go ahead and draw a tension card. And then we have... If the character leaves the current tile during the next turn, the player must draw 2 extra cards. I'm going to leave my current tile in the next turn. I don't care, man. Okay, yeah, we'll leave this off to the side over here. And now it's your turn.
Okay. 1, 2, open this door for 3.
Mm-hmm.
And then 4 to here. Now that's going to cause some reactions, unfortunately.
Crimson Head loses a wound.
Here. Yep. Zombie Poochie.
Zombie Puppy's the only one I'm really worried about.
Yeah, I agree. These guys over here are relatively negligible. Although again, I am very impressed with the one who's helpfully bringing me the item A.
Yeah.
The downside is that now means that bad things happen if we do it. Cool. All clear.
Okay, my turn. I will leave my card 1, 2, 3, 4 to head on over here, and then we'll go ahead and Crimson Head removes a token, which is fine. We've bought ourselves the time we need. This zombie moves up. This zombie moves up, so that's the only one that's be mindful of. And then we go 1 and 2, 3, and 4 up there. And sadly, we draw 3 encounter cards. So this is the problem we have.
3 tension cards.
3 tension
encounter
cards.
Are
okay, yep. Okay, all clear. Perfect. Okay, something bad. Look at the top 5 cards in the encounter deck and discard any of them with what's it called? Magnifying glasses. Shuffle the remaining cards in the encounter deck. So I don't know if that necessarily matters, right? Then search the encounter deck discard pile.
Yeah, let's not worry about that too much.
We have to do the next step. Then search the encounter deck discard pile and move any cards with that. Shuffle these. Oh no, it doesn't matter at all. It doesn't matter because we're not doing any more encounter cards.
And then the last one was all clear. Sorry, I've just dropped that on there.
Perfect.
So
good to go.
Amazing. Well, good.
Turn. Yeah, for context for those watching, we skipped that last step because we're not drawing more encounter cards, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, and also it's really there for missions to make them more difficult for other characters, which we don't necessarily need to worry about here. So 1, 2. I am going to shut this door just for the sake of dealing
that seems smart.
Those dogs. So 1, 2, 3, and then 4 to here.
Perfect.
Cool.
Crimson Head stands up its last. Well, 1 second. Let's just do some quick math. Crimson Head will activate going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have the time. Perfect. I just want to make sure that shutting the door is the right move. But I think it is. Okay. The Crimson Head loses the last token. It's my turn. I will go 1 stepping.
1 second.
Encounter deck.
Always the tension deck. And Murder of Crows.
No.
This could kill us.
This is unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Crows smash through. You're okay because you're on caution, so you'll be okay. It's just...
Wait. Why am I okay? Because I'm on caution. I'm on caution. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Phew.
Okay, we're good.
Okay.
You need to make a roll as well. But
I'll make a roll, but it's
dangerous for you.
Unbelievable. This game. And I take a wound. Okay.
Okay. Excellent.
Okay, perfect. And then we go ahead. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and move forward 1. I'll flip that tile. That's going to be 1, 2, opening the door. 3 is in, and just because why not, I'll move up 4. And then I believe Crimson Head will start wandering 1, 2, and this right about now. It's the final countdown. Oh, tension deck. I can't be so. I'm so cocky.
It's literally the last one. It's the last one. If this goes bad and spawns an enemy, we have a whole bunch of problems to deal with.
If an enemy has both a this and this, it performs its attack. But I don't think it matters, right? Because it's too far away.
Yeah, this is just giving you a very, very dangerous card. It's got those 2 bottom symbols.
Okay.
So life is good. In my turn, I'm going to waltz through here, and we are going to complete the scenario.
Dun dun dun. Wow. Okay. That was something else. That was unbelievable. That was Whew, I do not like, and by when I say I don't like, I mean I like that Crimson Head. That is another way to manage the game. Another thing to be mindful of. I like the slow pounding. Like I particularly enjoyed my favorite moment of the game, hands down, was when he stood back up and I was like, "Hold on, buddy." Walked back into his room and then just unloaded on him. I was like, "Stay down a minute there."
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is solid. I like this. Is this what like the bosses are like in like Resident Evil 3 as well?
Resident Evil 3, you've got a little bit more because you've got Nemesis who stalks you around in a similar sort of vein.
Okay,
Resident Evil 2 is a little bit more basic because that's where we were sort of really, it's more behavior card based that way. But yeah,
gotcha. I
but yeah, Resident
really
Evil 1, we've really kicked a lot of this stuff into gear with kind of some of the more inventive stuff we do.
I really enjoy that. Just the whole aspect of seeing the board over here and like what we have left going on, like what's going on the
Mm.
board, and the amount of zombies that we like, the little Congo line that parading around, having the
Mm.
Crimson Head pop up in random places because like you think he's contained at times, or you think you're far enough away, and then you're like, oh, spawn him in the next active character space. Like it screws with you, but it provides a fun little puzzle that is enjoyable
Mm.
to navigate around just when you think you have a control.
Cool.
Cool,
I'm
very
glad you
cool.
liked it.
Sharon, thanks for the walkthrough. I appreciate this. I'm glad I got the opportunity to dive back into it because, like, one of the things I was talking about this with King of Average recently. I was actually talking about it with how the nature of we both really enjoyed this game, but like we are given like one scenario to go through. So like
Mm.
we played the scenario multiple times, but it's fun. I like the evolution. I'm enjoying Resident Evil 3, but I really do like the evolving map. That to me is a very strong additional aspect to the game that really
Mm.
adds, because the whole game to me, the whole selling point to me of Resident Evil is the extra tension compared to other games in the
Mm.
genre, and that slowly expanding map, and especially how the fact that it lowers the initial setup of the game, and it's not that much extra work as you go through it, and
Mm.
so I really enjoy it. Yeah.
Good. I'm glad you liked it.
Very cool. Thanks so much for the walkthrough. Everyone else, if you're watching this, you have like a day left, maybe 2 days left to back the Resident Evil campaign over on Kickstarter. Granted, there may well be a late pledge, so you can check that out if you watch this like 2 days later. But yeah, this is a fun one. If you like this genre, if you've liked the other games, I've really been enjoying my playthroughs of Resident Evil so far, and it's something else. Very good. Until next time, thanks again, Sharon, and everyone else, have a good one.